Hello everyone, and welcome back to another speeddraw. I'm your resident dog enthusiast, Dear Darling Honeyboy, and today I've decided to draw dogs from my local shelter as a D&D party. Roll the tapes. So what I did was I went to this shelter or like organization's website and picked out a couple of dogs that I thought I could make some cute character designs out of, and just assign them classes based on vibes. Went to the D&D free wiki, I was unnecessarily thorough and was like, I'm gonna pick exactly what they are. But for funsies, for me, I'm painting the inside of the walls. I'm giving flavor only for myself. But I decided to draw them as like little shibis because it's cute and it frankly would be a lot easier. So just whipped out some poses that I thought would be cute based on both the images of the dogs and the vibes, the class, what I decided to do with them. I really liked to incorporate elements of the pictures and the dog's fur and so on into the designs. You'll see more later. But I feel like I should introduce you to these lovely dogs. The first one you saw me draw is Sammy. I had to include a American Bully or a pit bull breed. One, because they're sadly overrepresented, and two, because they're my favorite. I really love them. Sammy is described as a big social boy, and he's a mixed breed with American Bully. Just look at him, right? It's he's so fucking cute, and they describe him as loyal and charming and careful. So I decided to make him a Oath of Devotion paladin for obvious reasons. For a little bit, I considered drawing dog faces, but I'm not good at drawing. I'm not good at drawing anthropomorphic animals, and I also considered giving them ears, dog ears. But in the same vein, I just decided to not. I just decided to make them human. No fantasy races here. That would also be a lot. That would also be a lot to consider. So I just make it easy for myself, right? It was enough. It was enough to draw 4 characters. Okay. And for this one, I used a inking brush that didn't have a lot of pressure sensitivity. First by accident, and then I realized oh, this is probably a good idea. This will probably give me the chibi-esque, more simple, simplified vibe that I was going for. The second dog in the lineup is Spike. Spike is a 3-year-old mixed breed. Which it's unspecified, but looking at him, he's a husky mix. A very beautiful boy, and he looked very magical, and I decided to make him a sorcerer. I thought about making him a monk because he's a husky mix, and they fast, they run, but I also wanted to find some magical thing related to ice, but not a wizard, because he didn't feel like a strictly magic kind of thing. So I made him a draconic ancestry sorcerer, which looked like there was a branch that had ice stuff going on. So that was that's the choice I made. I wanted to incorporate a little wintry aspect into the design too. Just a little fun detail. Next dog in the lineup is Keela. Keela is also a mix, with Rottweiler, obviously, look at her. She's so fucking cute. just like the other dogs are cute too, but like, oh my god, look at her. Keela, between me recording and doing the speed draw, Keela actually got a home. So, yay for Keela. She is a mix between a English Springer Spaniel, Rottweiler, and German Spaniel, which resulted in just like the cutest thing I've ever seen, I think. I decided to make her a ranger because it was like her favorite thing was walking in the woods with like a stick in her mouth, but I was like, with a stick? So I just made her a ranger with a walking stick. And I made her like a Fey Wanderer, a Fey related one, because I don't really remember why except it being cute as shit. So, and the last little boy, little and little, he's a big boy, is Swedish name, Sixten. Sixten is a mixed breed between German Shepherd, Border Collie, and Hamilton Dog, which I didn't know was a thing, but apparently that's a Swedish dog breed. Who would have guessed? They described him as like strong and active, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna make him a monk. So I decided to make him a open hand, Way of the Open Hand monk. I don't really remember why. But I feel like it was probably something about the wholesomeness of the thing, because they're dogs. You know, a lot of like figuring out the designs was me just looking at like, how do you usually draw these things? Sorcerer was the most difficult one because that can be like literally anything. But I found like the skirt looking thing being very common. Same thing for monks. But you know, the paladin gets armor. The ranger gets a ranger-esque outfit. I have no idea really what was going on with the rangers. But it, you know, it looked alright. And I feel like the Sixten, the monk, I feel like was the design I was most proud of. Because I could use like his coat pattern to decide like where I wanted to have elements. Like I added the wrappings for the legs and the arms to like reflect the orange parts there, and have like the mid part of his robe outfit be white, like he has on the chest. I just found it adorable. I try to do things like that as much as possible. When like doing hair and stuff, I was like trying to figure out what to do for Sammy, the paladin, but I just decided to keep like the hairline buzz cut thing I did, and I feel like it fit. I feel like it's very cute. It was like some things came like clearly, like I knew that I wanted Keela to have like the ponytails because of the like spaniel ears she got. I got the idea pretty quickly for Spike to have like a robe in a slightly different, like a slightly darker color, like the dog has like a little bit darker patch on the back. And stuff like that was really fun. It was a part of the process where I was sitting and like, oh yeah, now we're talking. Now this is character design. Now this is creative. Another little design thing that I did that I was like, oh my god, that's nice. Was at the end of Sammy's like the bottom of the armor, I added like a little blue line because he has a blue collar in the picture, and I feel like that's very fun. I also decided to like not give Sammy any gauntlets to reflect the like little socks or like sock pattern, the white feet he got, and I did like the little watercolor bloody background. I feel like would be fitting, like fittingly cute for I don't know what kind of vibe it is. Maybe it's like a bit of like storybook thing, but I liked the idea and I felt like I could execute, which while doing backgrounds like that, I feel like I haven't really been able to do in the past. I made the line art a slightly lighter color, just to make it a little soft, make it a little nicey nice. For the shading, I just I'm pretty sure I just went in with my precious 30-30-40 blend, and just added in like a couple of lines, nothing fancy. I also added like a some kind of like ad gradient at the top and the end that I found like it did quite a bit for everything. I tried to do like an ad layer light, kind of like a lighting layer, but it didn't turn out great. So I don't really know how I came to the conclusion to just do a big airbrush thing at the top, but it worked. So and you know, a little highlight for the eyes, all cute and shit, like you have to do. But that's it. In the end, I'm really happy with it. I don't really have like a specific point of the piece where I'm like, I dislike this. I was able to like execute on my idea closely to like, you know, when you have a picture in your head, it became close to that, which is always very nice when you art. The pose and facial expression of Sixten, the monk, I feel like is very, very like charming, very nice. The pose for Spike is also very cute, I feel. Like it's dynamic. It has the coat. He's really like throwing his hands out. He's doing some magic, you know. And of course, like Sammy's little face. It's very cute. I also especially liked the thing I did with the line weight, where I used a like much thinner brush for those details than I did the rest of the line art. I also tried to not be like super afraid with not making things perfect, you know. This this did take me 7.5 hours again. That has apparently become the standard, but it's less than it was before, you know. The background I also think turned out like lovely. I feel like it did a lot. It wasn't hard to do, but it matched the vibe and it gave it some visual interest, you know? It's good. And with that, we're done. So thank you for watching all the way to the end. I really hope you enjoyed watching me draw just the cutest little D&D party you've ever seen. If you did, please feel free to leave me a like, a comment, and subscribe. So you can help me in this fun little endeavor I'm doing. It's really appreciated. Don't forget to I was considering like check out these dogs or like something like that, but if you're not in Sweden, you can't adopt them. But I will link the shelter if you want to donate to them, because that's also, you know, needed. This is also your reminder to adopt or shop responsibly for the sake of the dogs. And support your local rescue or shelter. If you want more of me, I stream on Twitch every Sunday at 8 p.m. Central European Time or 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And whenever I have time, which is a lot of the time. I stream a lot. I have a Tumblr where you can check out all of my art, and it's more or less the only social media that I'm active on. I also have a Patreon where you can get all the drawings from my videos as high-res PNGs, so if you want this cute D&D party on your wall, you can. There you can also get access to my comic and hang out in a cool Discord with the other darling Patreons. Thank you to Erik Möllestal for being just the dearest of darlings. And until next time, cheers. A struggle. The worst. The worst to ever do it. If you did, please feel free to leave me a like, a comment, or your mom. Leave me your mom in the comments. As a treat. And I really hope you enjoyed watching me draw. God. Watching me draw. I hope you enjoy watching me draw. What do I do after that? And we have don't forget. I'm gonna literally have to look up my own video to figure this out. If you want this cute D&D party on your wall. I also have a Patreon where you can get all the videos from my drawings. So, this has gone so poorly. I'm in a sauna. Oh god. In the end, Burger King foot lettuce. The last thing you want in your Burger King burger is someone else's foot fungus. Hope I'm not like shiny. I am. Best you ever. Oh god, I'm peeking the mic. We're the best to ever do it. Every Sunday at